Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Over the last couple of days, I've made a video or two. Well, made two. This is actually part three. And somebody's trying to do it and they're having trouble. And I almost stated in that first video or the second video that you can't have a problem. I just happened to do it exactly right the first time. So we're going to go to Effects and Blend. And we're going to blend these. And I stated in that video, because I looked at them and they were right. Look at this. It gets off. Now, that's not terribly bad. But this is the exact same two marks, but created differently. And we're going to just do it. And one, you can always test it before you rotate it around there. I've got them grouped together. I'm going to go to Object, Group, and Ungroup, and then grab those two and apply it. And see, I get that smooth, polished, or smooth, perfect deal. So now I'm going to group them together for a second. Control D, Alternate C, rotate them that 12 degrees like we did. And thankfully, I had not erased this file on my computer. I don't know how that did that or why it did that. So Control D again and rotate it. All you have to do is make it 52 and then just continue. I don't know what I inadvertently touched. Maybe I've got too much going on. So just add 12 and it'd be 324. And this might be a good thing to do with the rotation docker. So this is all grouped together, or the two pieces are. So I'm going to ungroup everything. I'm just going to go to Group and Ungroup because we need to get to this blue to group it together. So I'm going to just take these and I'm going to nudge them out of the way. And then I can come in here and group these together. Now I need to move them out of the way for a second to put these back. And then I can group these together, Control G. But this isn't what the video is about because this was covered in part 1 and 2. But I'm going to show you the difference. See how much better that is? So what's happening, and I've tried it. I'm trying to eliminate the process, and I've tried making my circles, growing both of them out, both of them in. I'm talking about making this one big and bigger and then lower and lower or whatever. Going both directions, like this circle is 20, and the one on the inside is 19, and then this one is 6, and I made this one. So I made these equal. I made it big and lowered it, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to show you what he's running into, and I've run into it before, and it's kind of hard to figure out what to do. We can look at these now, and we'll just take the fill away by left-clicking and then right-clicking. And then look at the nodes. That one is going up. This one's going sideways. So we need this starting arrow be going the same way. And I just did a video a while back about this, and I've kind of forgotten how to do it. I'd actually go back and watch it. I'm going to go there and I'm going to right click and I'm going to break it apart. Okay. Now I'm going to take these two nodes and I'm going to join them. Okay. Now my starting point is there. Much like that. I hope that makes sense. So go to where you want it to be and just take it apart and then do it. So now let's do this. We can actually get rid of this. So if you take your Alt key and swipe through anything it touches, it's going to do that. Now, these aren't grouped together, and I'm going to group them together for a second. Control G, Control D. Well, you know what? I need to go ahead and color them. So let's make this first one. Well, they're grouped together, but that shouldn't really matter. The video was really about, so I'm going to fill it in with red and take away the outline. Fill it in with blue, take away the outline. And move that over. Well, I don't have to move it over. I took away the outline. Now let's group this together, Control G. Control D to duplicate. I put C. Control D to duplicate. Alternate C to make it rotate from the center. Well, alternate C is not working. Well, we'll just use it the old way. Just put it to the rotation. We're not close. You know what? Maybe the Y is there two of them. No? You know what? I'm going to break them apart. Group and ungroup. I'm going to make sure there's just one cut. There's the problem. There were two of them. So now let's move that back. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, alternate C. See if it works now. Yes. And I'm going to rotate it at 12 degrees. Control D, Control D. Now, like I said, this would be a good one to use the transform or transformation docker because my old laptop, boy, that's irritating. I don't know what I'm touching on the keyboard. Control D, and all you have to add is 12 degrees, so make it 312. Then Control D, Control D. Especially if you have an old computer like mine. I want to make sure there's just one of those. Control D, and what I think it is, so I'm going to do 336, and then Control D. That will never happen if you use the transformation docker, because it does it internally. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to go and break everything apart, or ungroup it, grab some of these and just move them out of the way. I'm going to actually go move them twice, and then group these together, Control D. To blend it, you've got to do that. You've got to have them as a group. So now I'm going to group these together, and then we can put this back, and you got two objects, and we're going to blend them that way and see it came out the way it is, because it's just like anything else when you're using the blend. And here's a good scenario. I drew that, you know what, let's just do that. Let's use equal lines. Let's make this line, I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard and move these over. Now, if I blend these, it comes out right. But if I inherently had drawn that thing upside down, watch what happens when the blend tool hits it. It does that because it's going off the starting points somehow. You know, if we look at it here, this is going down, this is going up. So you always kind of need to check something, or at least draw your lines the same. And what's really cool, and I think I showed it in part one of the video, this is still your first blend. You can move this over here and get a total different look. Or maybe even better than that, you could rotate it 22.5 degrees or whatever, and you get a little bit of spin. Let's rotate it 45 degrees. So you're getting a little bit of spin there where they're not exactly on top of each other. Anyway, I hope that answered that gentleman's question, and I'm glad I really like it when somebody takes one of my videos and then the next day they're trying it, or that day they're trying it, and let me know that it worked or they had a problem. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.